The 2007 NFL season was supposed to be about excellence, about the New England Patriots' quest to reassert themselves as the league's preeminent dynasty. Led by head coach Bill Belichick and quarterback Tom Brady, fresh from an off-season acquisition of star wide receiver Randy Moss, the Patriots were preparing to unleash a high-powered offense that would rewrite record books and capture the fascination of fans nationwide. Yet, barely into the first weeks of that season, the headlines took a darker turn. Whispers arose that New England had been caught recording opposing teams' defensive signals, an alleged breach of NFL rules. It would soon be known as Spygate, a scandal that cast a cloud over the Patriots' remarkable on-field achievements and raised pressing questions about the boundaries of fair play in professional sports. Long before the scandal broke, the Patriots under Belichick had already become one of the NFL's modern dynasty. Between 2001 and 2005, they had captured 3 Super Bowl titles, forging a reputation for hyper-efficient strategy, clutch performances in big moments, and a do-your-job ethos that Belichick famously instilled in every player. They rarely boasted superstar-laden rosters. Tom Brady was a 6th-round draft pick who grew into one of the greatest quarterbacks in history. The rest of the team was composed of role players who excelled within Belichick's system. This combination of strong coaching, discipline, and an uncanny ability to unearth undervalued talent propelled New England to repeated postseason triumph. By 2007, however, the Patriots seemed poised for a new level of dominance. Trading for Randy Moss, who possessed a near-mythical ability to haul in deep passes, instantly elevated an already potent offense. They also added Wes Welker, a slot receiver whose short-area quickness would prove lethal in Belichick's carefully designed passing attack. Brady, long known as steady and precise, reveled in these new weapons, and speculation ran wild that the team could post historic offensive numbers. Fans and pundits alike wondered if this would be the greatest offense of all time. But as the Patriots took the field for their season opener against the New York Jets, attention soon veered away from the points on the scoreboard. Within days, reports surfaced that a Patriots employee had been caught videotaping the Jets' defensive signals from the sideline, a violation of league rules that prohibit using recording equipment to gather real-time information on an opponent's play calling. The NFL, under Commissioner Roger Goodell, swiftly launched an investigation, seizing tapes and questioning Patriots personnel to ascertain just how deep the practice went. Almost immediately, the incident ignited a storm of debate across the league, the media, and the fan base. To fully grasp why this caused such an uproar, one must understand the NFL's rule on videotaping. While teams routinely study film of opponents' games, and that practice is encouraged, any attempt to record the opposing sideline signals during the game, from within the designated playing or sideline area, is illegal. The rationale is straightforward. If a team can decode and match an opponent's signals to specific plays in real time, it creates a competitive advantage that goes beyond normal scouting. After all, football is a game of strategy, feints, and quick decision-making. The ability to know your opponent's defense before the snap confers a massive edge. The news of the Patriots' alleged rule-breaking blindsided many fans who had admired the franchise for its meticulous approach to the game. But inside league circle, rumors circulated that the Patriots might have been pushing the bounds of legality for years, using various methods of surveillance, gleaning signals, and employing Belichick's voracious appetite for competitive edges. Some insisted it was simply savvy gamesmanship, whereas others called it outright cheating. The Jets, led by head coach Eric Mangini, a former Patriots assistant under Belichick, were particularly incensed. Mangini knew the Patriots' culture intimately, and by reporting the incident to the NFL, he placed a spotlight on his former mentor, setting in motion a remarkable clash of personalities and philosophy. Commissioner Goodell wasted little time in doling out punishment. He fined Bill Belichick the league maximum amount of $500,000, a record fine for an NFL coach. The Patriots organization itself was fined $250,000, and the league stripped the team of its first-round draft pick in 2008, provided they made the playoffs, which they certainly did. These penalties were some of the harshest ever imposed by the NFL. Goodell justified them by arguing that the integrity of the sport was at stake. If fans began to suspect that games were tainted or rigged, the entire foundation of professional football could be called into question. By acting swiftly and severely, the NFL aimed to demonstrate that no team, not even one of the league's marquee dynasties, was above the rules. Belichick, a man rarely seen smiling or showing emotion, released a terse statement acknowledging that he had misinterpreted or misunderstood the rules regarding sideline videotaping. Critics, however, remained skeptical, pointing out that the NFL had sent a memo clarifying those regulations to every team the previous season, leaving little room for ambiguity. Regardless, Belichick refused to elaborate further, and the Patriots organization mostly closed ranks, declining to go into specifics about how far the practice had gone or whether it had significantly affected game outcomes in previous seasons. Public reaction was immediate and polarized. For those who already disliked the Patriots, perhaps resenting their success, or perceiving Belichick's stoicism as arrogant, Spygate confirmed suspicions that New England's triumphs were illegitimate. They labeled the Patriots cheaters, a team whose achievements were now irreparably tainted. Rival players and coaches piped in with remarks ranging from bemused shrugs to outright condemnation. Pittsburgh Steelers safety Anthony Smith claimed that the scandal changed nothing about what happened on the field. Others, however, such as former players and media personalities, suggested that the advantage gained could have been enormous if the Patriots were indeed decoding signals in real time. Yet a sizable faction of fans and commentators argued that the condemnation was overblown. They pointed out that sign stealing, in various forms, has long been part of sports tradition. In baseball, for instance, decoding an opponent's sign, by legitimate observation, is accepted, as long as you don't use electronic equipment or other prohibited means. In football, every team tries to pick up on an opponent's tendency, using legitimate means such as film review or scouting. The question became, how far is too far? Belichick's defenders claimed that while what New England did was technically illegal, it was more akin to bending the rules than fundamentally undermining the game's integrity. They suggested that the Patriots would likely have been just as formidable without the questionable videotape. Meanwhile, the 2007 season continued, and the Patriots' performance on the field reached stratospheric levels. Tom Brady and Randy Moss quickly developed a record-smashing rapport, hooking up for touchdown after touchdown, culminating in Moss setting the single-season record for receiving touchdowns and Brady setting the single-season record for passing touchdowns. The Patriots steamrolled through their regular season schedule, finishing 16-0, an unprecedented accomplishment in the modern era. They seemed unstoppable, outscoring opponents by wide margin, executing with near-flawless precision, and reinforcing an image of ruthless efficiency that aligned all too well with the swirling controversy. Whether or not Spygate fueled their dominance became a hot topic of debate. Skeptics posited that the Patriots, stung by accusations of cheating, were motivated to prove they didn't need any illicit help to crush their foes. Others saw their continued success as circumstantial evidence that maybe sign stealing was irrelevant, or, conversely, that it might have been an ongoing practice masked by more subtle techniques. The NFL, for its part, gave no public indication that it found fresh transgression. After penalizing New England heavily, the league directed the team to hand over any tapes or materials relevant to the investigation. The Patriots complied, and the NFL destroyed the tapes, a move that itself triggered public outcry. Critics asked why the league would destroy evidence if it truly wanted transparency and closure. Conspiracy theories abounded that Goodell sought to protect the league's reputation or shield the Patriots from a more damning revelation. As the Patriots marched through the playoffs, the Spygate chatter softened slightly, replaced by awe at the possibility of seeing a perfect 19-0 season. Belichick's squad rolled past the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Diego Chargers, punching their ticket to Super Bowl 42 in Glendale, Arizona. There, they met the New York Giants, an underdog that few believed capable of halting the Patriots' march into immortality. In an epic upset, the Giants stunned the world, defeating New England 17-14 on the strength of a miraculous catch by David Tyree and a relentless pass rush that stifled Brady. The Patriots' quest for undefeated greatness ended one game short, overshadowing but not erasing the year's controversy. For some fans, the loss felt like cosmic justice, an almost mythic reminder that no team can cheat fate. For Patriots loyalists, it was a crushing heartbreak that left them pondering what might have been. Yet Spygate wouldn't fade into the background so easily. In 2008, fresh allegations surfaced when Matt Walsh, a former Patriot staffer, claimed he had additional information about the team's videotaping practices from previous seasons. The NFL interviewed Walsh, but ultimately concluded there were no new bombshells to be found. Still, sports talk radio, online forums, and television pundits seized on every rumor. Speculation ran rampant. Did the Patriots record a St. Louis Rams walkthrough before Super Bowl 36 in early 2002? Was that the real reason they upset the heavily favored Rams back then? These questions lingered, though no hard proof ever emerged. Belichick maintained his trademark silence. The NFL declared the matter settled, but the ghost of Spygate would remain a permanent part of the Patriots' narrative. In the broader NFL community, Spygate had an undeniable ripple effect. Commissioner Goodell strengthened rules on videotaping from the sidelines and heightened penalties for teams caught violating them. The league became more vigilant about where cameras could be placed, what communications coaches could have via radio headsets, and how teams stored or accessed video footage. From that point onward, no team dared to risk a similarly crippling penalty by testing the NFL's resolve. Moreover, the scandal influenced how fans perceived teams that succeeded in unprecedented ways. Scrutiny intensified, making sure no team soared to dominance without some corner of the internet whispering about hidden cameras, deflated footballs, or other conspiracy. For the Patriots, Spygate did not deter them from future success. They returned to the Super Bowl in the 2011 season, falling again to the Giants, and eventually reached the pinnacle with victories in Super Bowls 49, LI, and LII. Belichick and Brady further carved their names into football immortality, amassing more wins and accolades than any coach-quarterback duo in the sport's history. Yet, no matter how many trophies they hoisted, Spygate remained an asterisk in the minds of many critics. They insisted that the scandal undermined the legitimacy of the dynasty, while Patriot supporters argued that subsequent achievements without similar controversies proved the team's greatness beyond any doubt. Even today, more than a decade and a half removed from the original incident, Spygate continues to spark lively discourse among NFL enthusiasts. Some downplay it as a minor infraction, a footnote in Belichick's encyclopedic pursuit of victory, while others hold it up as evidence that the Patriots' success was built on rule-breaking cunning. The truth likely lies somewhere in between. NFL lore is filled with stories of teams pushing boundaries. The difference with Spygate is that New England got caught, and they got caught at the height of their powers, thus turning an internal league violation into front-page news. In the final analysis, stealth, strategy, and scandal, the 2007 Spygate controversy is about more than just one team bending the rules. It's a window into the nature of competition itself, especially at the highest levels of professional sports. The margins between winning and losing can be razor-thin, and the stakes, financial, reputational, and historical, are immense. Under such pressures, some coaches and organizations might be tempted to push the rulebook to its limits. Spygate demanded a public reckoning about where those limits should lie and how strictly they should be enforced. For Bill Belichick and the Patriots, the saga illustrated the fragility of legacy in a sport that prizes both innovation and integrity. The same unrelenting drive that made New England unstoppable on the field also led them to cross a boundary that tarnished their image in the eyes of many. And yet, at the end of the day, the scandal did not destroy them. They continued winning, continued evolving, and continued to define an era of football. Spygate thus became another thread in the complex tapestry of the Patriots' dominance, at once a black mark and an undeniable testament to their relentless pursuit of victory. Whether seen as an egregious cheat or a trivial footnote, the 2007 Spygate scandal endures as a pivotal chapter in NFL history. It serves as a reminder that greatness in sports often lives side by side with controversy, and that each can be a catalyst for the other. And for fans who watched the Patriots pile up points that year, finishing a perfect 16-0 in the regular season, it was impossible to ignore the swirl of questions about whether any part of that brilliance was tainted by hidden cameras and stolen signal. Even as Tom Brady marched the offense down the field and Randy Moss electrified stadiums with breathtaking catches, the phrase Spygate loomed in the background, a spectral presence that demanded recognition. It remains a testament to how quickly a story about unprecedented success can transform into a tale of moral ambiguity, forcing an entire league to look in the mirror and ask, how far is too far in the pursuit of victory?